How's it going, guys? My name's Honcho and welcome to my basic guide to crew skill points. Right, I get asked on a very frequent basis about crew skill points and where they should be allocated, so what I'm going to do in this video is show you where I believe they should be put and why. One thing people don't realise is crew skill actually has a greater effect on the tank than you'd think. Take this KV-1 for example, it has a 9-second reload and a turret turn speed of 8 degrees per second, which isn't bad for 4.0. But what if I told you this could be made much faster? What I'm now going to explain and demonstrate is the difference between an unranked crew and a crew with various skill levels applied to highlight the difference between the ranks, along with two other features that will further improve effectiveness. This will help you choose where to place your skill points as you progress to maximise your effectiveness and enjoyment. So first up, we will open the crew tab, and here you can see it is a brand new crew. Now there are many different skills here for different roles, but to start with, we're just going to be concentrating on a few specific ones. For driver, you want to put them in tank driving. This will increase the acceleration and braking of your tank along with some general manoeuvrability. Gunner, it is targeting. This one directly affects the speed in which your turret turns. Commander, you want to use leadership. This gives a crew-wide buff to all skill points, albeit minor, it still helps. And finally, loader, you want weapon reloading. This directly affects the reload time. Now there are other skills you can buff up such as vitality. This increases a crew member's survival chance, or agility, which affects the speed in which a crew member is replaced. But for now, we're just going to be concentrating on maximising your tank's performance and enjoyment, and I will go into the other skills in more detail in a future video. Another great way to increase your crew's basic effectiveness is with Qualification. When your crew reaches a set level, the first one you will unlock is Basic and can be purchased with Silver Alliance. This gives a flat +3 buff to every skill point across your entire crew's skills. Next up is Ace. This again is level locked but requires Golden Eagles to purchase, but the buff goes from +3 to +5. Speaking of Golden Eagles, if you have some burning a hole in your pocket, you can actually purchase skill points with them in the Accelerated Training tab. Here you get 4 different options to tailor to your need if you want a quick initial boost. So what I have now done is maxed out the specific skills in which I believe to be the ones most beneficial, and as you can see, each skill now has a set of green numbers next to them showing you just how much of a buff has now been added. Now granted, it will take some time to grind out these skills to be maxed out without buying skill points, but for the sake of this video and test, it's just to show you all just how much of a difference it really makes. So as you can now see, just from maxing out those skills, the reload time has been reduced from 9 seconds to 7.9 and the turret speed has increased to 10 degrees per second. Now with the basic crew qualification added, it has been reduced further to a 7.3 second reload and turret speed is being increased to 11.3 degrees per second. And for those willing to spend a bit of Golden Eagles, acing the crew changes it to a 6.9 second reload and 12 degrees per second turret turn speed. That's a 25% speed boost. Now this may not sound like a great deal on paper, but in battle these differences can be huge and give you a massive advantage over your opponents. So what I'm going to show you now is a direct 4-way comparison of all stages going from the level 1 crew to an aced crew, so you can see just how much it really affects the tank. So as you can see, by the time the aced crew had reloaded, the level 1 crew still had a full quarter of their reload time to go. Basic qualification wasn't too far behind, but still had a good jump ahead of just the plain maxed skill. But the difference between the aced and level 1 is very noticeable. turret speed again shows a huge difference between Aced and level 1, completing the 180-degree turn in some near 7 seconds faster. That's 14 seconds over a full turn. Again, this will give you a huge advantage on the battlefield, as it will allow you to track moving tanks with greater ease, and in those close quarter situations you will stand a better chance of getting onto target faster than your opponent. Now, as I added earlier, unless you sink some golden eagles in for an instant skill point boost, it will take a while to max out these set skills, but at least now you have a good idea where to put them and why. I will do a more in-depth video on the rest of the skill points and what benefits they have soon, but for this one I wanted to keep it as short as I can and to the point. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, as it helps me out a great deal and doesn't cost you a penny. And if you'd also like to see more War Thunder guides and content, don't forget to subscribe. I do also stream War Thunder on an evening on Twitch, but since the baby arrived, for now that's not as frequent as it used to be. All my links are in the description below. Have a fantastic night, and I'll catch you all next time.